I work a lot on my four-note box phrasing. I do a lot of that stuff. It just helps understand how to get melodies out of just four notes. And it doesn't matter what key you're in or what notes you're on. It's what you do with the four notes in that box, right? So if I'm in G, that means I'm starting here on a G, and I just practice these four notes in different orders and see what I can get out of them. Now I brought in the A, so you get that bass A over there too. So if you play this A with this, you're actually playing like a little power chord. A, 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 G, A, G, A. So when you're playing or learning a scale, after a while, you should learn it two ways, by the numbers and by the letters. So meaning what we're doing here. So this is 1, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Now, what's under the 5? Always a new 1. So we got to go 1, 3. Now we're into the next position of the scale. So see how that was done? 1. So this is 2, right? 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 3, because that's a B. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 4, 5. Instead of 1, 2, 4, 5, we're playing 1, 3, 4, 5. Right? So that's the difference there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In this case, it's a flat third, right? Because there's the major third. But that's little compartments like this all over the place. That's what you practice. That's what I practice. So I don't practice the whole scale. I practice the numbers and then I learn the notes. So for example, in your A minor pentatonic, so I know that there's A, right? A, C. What's always under the A on the fretboard is a D, right? So I have A, C, D, E. A, C, D, E, G. That's the 5 notes, penta. A, C, D, E, G. So anywhere on the fretboard, if I'm playing an A here, where can I go? Well, I can't go here because that's a B. I got to go here. So there's my spread that fits here. But here it is again here off of this note here. This A, C, A, C, A, C, A, C, A, C. Okay? So little things like that. Now I know that this here, A, I can go here, and there's my C. And of course there's my D. So that I can stay pentatonic A without breaking the rules, and because I know that I can only play those notes. That's the whole idea of a scale, is you only play certain notes. You don't have to play the whole scale. So I spend a lot of time just doing exactly this. I might start off somewhere. So now I've chosen to make little over and over again, right? So that's how you develop a sense of, melody, I guess, and you start learning what your guitar can do and where the sounds are coming from, what octaves they're in, how high are they, how low are they. And it takes a while. It's not something you can teach or learn. It just takes a while. You just got to play your guitar. That's all you have to do. You just got to play. And the more that you do that in any way, that doesn't mean you have to learn and know everything on the guitar. I'm talking just a couple of things. All we're doing here is playing a scale, one scale. All we were doing before, and what we're going to do next, is play chords, right? So this is generally an extended version of my personal practice session, when I can still do that these days. I work on things that I use constantly, and I also try to push myself to learn new things, whether it's triad shapes on a certain string set, or it's a certain or what you would call like a different, expanding my knowledge of a certain scale by learning what they call positions, which is what we just did, where we played those 5 notes of the A minor pentatonic, but we played them elsewhere, right? And figured out how to find out the new shape, because we learned this shape right from day one for some reason, but we never learned the other shapes. Right? And how to connect them and things like that. We never learn that stuff. So I spend a lot of time, because really all you need is the minor pentatonic shapes and patterns, and how to weave through the scale, because the notes will change as the key changes, but the shapes and the runs are the same. They're just in different, 2 frets up, 2 frets down, etc. So, but if you know the notes, then, as you're playing, you can tell, once you start to really know your fretboard, whether or not a note belongs. So if I'm still in the A minor pentatonic and I've moved up here, I mean, these are all good because I'm playing an A and I'm playing a C. But what if I did that? That right away I got to know that that's not right, because that's a B. Now in the A major scale, there's the difference. Is I'm flattening that note right there. I'm flattening the 3rd note. Right, from C to B. Now I got the A major pentatonic going on. A minor, right? So that's generally something I always like to work on. The other thing I like to do is always work on my strumming, with and without a pick. I play more than without a pick than I do with pick. I like to work on my basic chord progressions. Whether you use a pick or you don't, I mean, that's up to you, right? But if I'm working on a song that I want to learn, this is the time that I would probably be working on it. You know, so what you're seeing there is another example of just using arpeggios and just playing the chords in a progression differently, or in a song, right? Differently. Just make them sound different. Just make them feel different, right? That's the goal here. Is really just to start making what we learn as raw beginners sound more musical. And that's the whole trick, right? So wouldn't it make sense that if you only worked on these few things, as opposed to trying to get better in all these techniques, various techniques that there are to playing the guitar, but many techniques that are still above your pay grade and my pay grade, and that we can't physically do, and we don't theoretically understand, let's save those things. Put all our energy into polishing some simple basic things that everybody needs and everybody plays when they play guitar, which are open chords and some, as you just seen, just some basic strumming. I had a capo on there because I was playing around with a song. You can use a capo. You can. That's up to you. But again, the reason for this tonight is just to show you that what I tell you to do every day via live shows and videos are things that I actually do in my playing. And you can go a long way with very limited techniques if you play those things properly and well and polished. Okay, so that's the thing I always emphasize, is put all your eggs, unless you have enough eggs that you can put 10 hours a day into this and 8 hours a day, you don't have another job, you don't have a family, you don't have other responsibilities, go for it. That's a whole different ballgame. But for those of us that have limited time, you want to make sure you put your resources to where they're going to help you the most, the quickest. David, yeah, that's but that's it. So there's different ways of learning it, right? You can learn it by the numbers. So for example, A minor pentatonic, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Gives us this shape here. So forget the whole scale. So what I mean by that is, we don't need to do this. We very rarely do that. Well, usually when you're playing along to a song or you're working on little licks and riffs, you're only going to use 3 or 4 of those notes. You're not going to use the whole 4 octaves. Like we play the scale 4 times over many octaves when we do this thing here, right? There's another octave, there we go, through the middle. Right? So there are a root here, 1, 2, there's another root here. Like, we're playing a lot of octaves. You're not often going to do that when you use the scale, or any scale. We're using this minor pentatonic today as the reason. So you could do it this way. A, 1, 3, 4, 5. What's under the 5? 1. Now I got to go out again here. So you don't even have to know the note. You're in the right, because you're doing it by the numbers. 1, 3, and then under here is 4, 5. Everything is good here. These are all notes from the A minor pentatonic. And follow that numbering. What's under a 5? A new 1, plus we went over the border. So there's your new 1. D, E, right? And then we have our that's A, C. Now, how do I join them together? Okay, so we got A, C, D, E, D. Let's get to the A. How do I join them together? Got to go backwards, so I'm looking for the 5 note, so that would be here. That's my E. The 5th of A is E, A, B, C, D, E. And we go backwards, D. So I'm doing it by the numbers, right? Above that is the A, is the root, and then back over here to the C. That's by numbers. Now it's slow and clunky now, but once you see that, so now after a bunch of times running through that scale, and you see that this is the connector note right here. This note connects the traditional position with your position. Right? There's your new position right there. Slide over to the connector note, and now you're in that position, the first position. Connector, there's your second position, high notes. Right? Let's go to this connector here. Okay, and this is a note, so if we want to go from here, we go over to C. Now we got here. So we're connecting, we're going over here from this A, C. Now we know we got C, D, right? And then we got another EG thing. So you start seeing how they all fit together like Lego blocks. One of them is a 4 block, the other one's a 2 block right under it, and another 2, and that's how you would look at it. But it's really just the one note that connects it all together. So again, using A minor pentatonic, we're going to go to the octave A, right there. Now this note is going to be our gateway over, right, to the next position, to the C. Now we got C, D, C, D. Back to the, now we go down to this one, and that's our gateway, right, to this position. And then we slide back over, and now we're back to position 1. So there's the little gateway right there. And that's your D note on the 3rd string of the 7th fret. So your D slides you to this E, which gives you access to the other 4 notes in the high position of the pentatonic. Back to the E, scoop back over, and now you're back in the traditional position. You can also, there's your split at the bottom, you can also take it 2 more. So there's many ways to start thinking outside of the box. So in other words, instead of practicing your scale and back up, practice going sideways. So play your, now go sideways, quick. What's the next note? Well, I can go here because this is a D, right? C, D are good. And these right here is G, A, they're good. There's 4 of the notes. There's my E. So there's my 5 pentatonic notes. That I can play in any order. Then I can slide back, and now I'm back in my other position that I learned day 1. Right? It's just repetition over and over and over and over. Well, I don't know if I have songs that I've got songs, but I don't compose music. I'm nowhere close to being able to do that, I believe. But I do play, as I'm advising, even though that's the A minor pentatonic, I do encourage people to play their fretboard freely. So you don't need necessarily a scale. If you like what you're playing, then that's the most important. So in this case, yeah, I might sit down and just sort of I like to play little Something funky, something different, right?
You can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatula sellers, or
now off the C.
I just used a chord progression plugin that should probably be illegal. Some music producers will say that it's cheating.
I don't know what we got now. Let's see what we got now. It always takes a little bit to get the A. Right? Here's the A. So I'm just running the A scale here. Over the border. There's my root. There's my fifth. Remember, this together is a power chord. All right. So again, the goal there is to just, instead of thinking chords, we're thinking melody. So we're just finding that keynote. So in this case, it was A. The song before that was, we tried different ones, C, G, whichever one, you know. And you're just playing, when I say a scale, I'm just playing that whole octave thing that I talk about all the time. It's kind of a major pentatonic thing, but yeah, it might be one difference here and there, but there may not be. I really don't know. But so, for example, what I was doing was in A, I'm just playing, if I'm not playing, before I was playing the A minor pentatonic, but if I'm not playing that, I'm really only playing this. 2 frets apart, down to the octave, slide over and do the same thing again. Put them together. Right, so we have A, B, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5. Play it any way you want. Any way you want, back and forth, play 2 notes from one, 2 notes from the other. That's all I'm doing. Okay? So, once again, A, right? A, B, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5. Now, if you want, you can do this. So you go down, so you don't go, and then under you go. Kind of makes it a smoother, you get some momentum there, right? So you got. Okay. So you're not restricting yourself to a scale, but you can still make things sound pretty cool. And that's, again, one of many issues that we have as beginners is we keep overthinking things, and we keep thinking we have to be exactly the way we saw it in the book or the video or whatever, and you don't, right? Yeah, if you were going to write an exam and you had to have all the everything perfectly, yes, you'd have to know that. But when you're playing the notes and the chords, it's whatever you need, whatever you think sounds right. So 9 times out of 10, you get the job done with just a 4-note box, just like that. Right? Played all over the neck. Played off of, say, this C here, or this C here, or this C here, or this one. Right? So there are all kinds of melodies within those 4 notes. They're everywhere, literally. Let's start this again, and I'm going to explain. In A minor, right? So we're going to use A. Any A. There's just 2 notes, back and forth. Now, that second note that I'm dabbing, that's a B. The chord progression, A minor, D minor, G, A minor. Okay, so there's no B in there, no B chord. But, sounds good, doesn't it? There's the B. Because it's part of this 4-note box, it's the second note of the A scale, and we're in the key of A. Right? Now we go over the border, got to move up a fret. Whenever we cross that border from brown strings to silver strings, we go up 1 fret. Right? Now there is my 5th. There's the A. I There's my power chord. Right? But there's the first and the fifth always go well harmonically. So there's my first, second, fourth, fifth. So that was from 4 notes. That's it. It's how you play them. So you hear that? Didn't sound right. So your ear told you that. You hit the wrong note. Right? So your ear is your built-in guide. But again, that's all we're doing here. So off the A. 4 note boxes. Off of this A here. Back to this one. Here. Here. Back to this one. Remember this, how we started? A, B. Here. Just A, B. See how like you can do things with as little as 2, 3 notes, right? So again, you don't have to be fancy. And again, all I'm doing is playing the octaves, right? So anywhere I start, as long as it's an A, okay? Any A I want. 4 notes. A, B, D, E. A, B, D, E, D. A, B, D, E. A, B, B, E. A, B, D, E, D, B, A. Same 4 notes. Here. That's it. Nothing fancy, but the better you get, making those notes sound good, the quicker you can move octaves. You know, next thing you know, you can add some techniques. So we can start. There's that super shape. So that's a 1, 2, 4, 5. Slide out there for the 6. Play them any way you want. You got it. All right. All right, so look, we didn't do anything fancy. It was all basic, just made of little 4 notes, 4 note boxes. That's all it was. That's all it was. So again, it's nothing to overthink, and you don't have to learn and memorize all your scales and all your positions. How beginner? How beginner, Mark? Where are you, beginners? Are you strumming chords? Are you able to transition 1, 2, 3 chords? Are you learning your first chord? Where are you at? Have you already seen the the playlist that's Beginners Start Here. So there's some good stuff there to check out. Now, if you've already done that and you're wondering about more, yeah, I try to rotate the videos. I don't release as much in the summer, but when I do, I rotate them, something for raw beginners, something for first, advancing, and then a video for someone getting good. And if you have any requests, please let me know. You can always comment on any of the videos and request, or send me an email and say, hey, I'd like to know, do you ever, on this subject or that subject, because there may be something out there. I don't like to get too complicated, because remember, I'm like you too. I'm no professional guitar guru. I'm just a guy that taught myself how to play guitar. That's it. And, I just figured out that a lot of the stuff that we see and read about it's all BS. It's bullshit. You don't need half this stuff. It's intimidating, it's confusing, it's difficult to play, it's difficult to understand, and you really don't need it. And that's the whole thing that people have to understand, right? Is, when you strip everything away, a song is just... I went down to the corner store, bought myself some cigarettes. She looked at me and I looked at her and I said, man, I'm bomb and dance. There you go. Right? There's a song. I don't even know what the song was. I was just gibberish. So remember, now let's assume that was a hit song. And let's assume that you want to learn that song. Then all you'd have to do is find out what chords I used in that song. So the first thing you'd find out, you'd Google it, go to the inner Google, and you got your D, you got your C, G and D, and then you got to figure out, which they'll tell you, what the strumming pattern was. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Right? And then you just work on your transitions between the chords, your beats per minute, your up downs. Try to keep a sense of timing. 1, 2, or whatever it may be. Like, try to keep it in time and tight. And with as little as 3 chords, you're singing and playing a song. So, if you're just starting out, first thing you do is learn those 3 chords. C, D, and G. Practice, 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 transitioning. As you're strumming, okay, don't be afraid to start like this. It's all downs. Gently as you start. It's like juggling. You're learning how to juggle now. You're learning how to do multitask, right? So now you're going to start adding an up and developing a strum pattern, which is hard to do at first because you get all confused. It's like trying to do this. I'm rubbing the top of my head while I pat my belly or walk and chew gum, but that's a little easier to do. You see my point? You have to train yourself to do all this. So this is what we do. Don't know your name, such a shame. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know your name, such a shame that I live in Maine. All right, so that's all we did. We had 3 chords going. So that's what you need to learn. And you're like a juggler. You got to just force yourself and train yourself. You don't have to be, a musician. You don't have to have all this musical knowledge and be a son of a guitar playing troubadour, right? Yeah, that's once the whole secret to guitar. Once you have learned the chords, it's how do you play the chords? So if you take 3 chords and you learn them with your left hand, that's great. But that means you could still be playing them like this. And while there is nothing wrong with this, it's not going to win you any Grammys, okay? All right, so what you're going to realize as a early guitar player, you don't have to spend all kinds of time on your left hand learning thousands of chords. Just learn 3 or 4 chords. Start out. Preferably 3 in the same key. And once you can switch between those 3, then stop that part of your learning. Don't worry about learning any new chords. And start paying attention to your right hand. Right? Start developing strumming patterns. Down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Or down, up, 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 down, up. Or and there's endless. Try to make your downs as close together as possible, like the same time apart, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or it's you want everything to be the same apart. Everything sounds the same. So when you start breaking it into units, like how many bars, you can just go by your strumming pattern. So in other words, if you're playing a C, G, D or whatever, you're playing C, okay. Gonna play 2 of those. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up on each chord. And if you play them, now, you know, you're gonna be pretty close. Someone can follow you and play along, right? And that's how you measure your timing. You don't have to count 1, 2, 1, 2. You just like, you know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say 2 of those. 1, 2, 3. 2 of those. 2, 3. Back to 3. And everything seems symmetrical. You're playing songs. That's it. Once you play 2, 3 chords, you're playing songs. When we big rock singers, we can go big, and we're loved everywhere that we go. Yeah, we sing about beauty and we sing about truth for $10,000 a show. All right, and all 2 chords, by the way, right now. But one thrill. Here's the 3rd D. It's a D, da 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 da. Very famous song. Look it up. 3 chords. A, E, D. Rock on. Okay. So, you know, you'll realize every chord, every song is put together differently. There's 2 beats of this and 4 of that, but here there's 4 of this and 2 of that, and then there's all 4s and all 2s. So some, you know, like no, no, D, D, E, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. there's a song. Okay? Now it's a matter of let's play them using the same rhythm, like same timing. So we change the chords at the same time, but we're just going to add more stuff to our strumming by using upstrokes. So tell the difference, right? All right. Okay, everybody. It's Friday night. Got to go practice. Thanks for your ongoing support, and I hope you enjoy just kind of hanging out. And I try to play on Friday nights. Just hang out and show you what I do and how I try to get better. And as usual, thanks for everything, and we'll see you soon. And just play your guitar, because that's how you get better. Bye for now. Oh, no problem, David. Hi, Randy. Oh.